A woman who offers sex to everyone will get kicked by everyone. A woman who pursues a man for sex loses her spiritual beauty. When the weather is cold, no woman is ugly. When you see a woman with her legs wide open, don't tell her to close them because you don't know her source of fresh air. A man who doesn't know how to play sex disappears after the first time. Having sex with one vagina kills a penis. One who marries for sex alone will have bad days and good nights. Everything in the world is about sex except sex. Sex is about power. Good sex is like good bridge. If you don't have a good partner, you'd better have a good hand. The difference between sex and love is that sex relieves tension and love causes it. Sex is the consolation you have when you can't have love. No woman gets an orgasm from shinning the kitchen floor. You can't force sex to do the work of love or love to do the work of sex. Sex is like a drink, it's bad to start brooding about it too early in the day. Women complain about sex more often than men. Their gripes fall into two major categories: not enough and too much. Sex is like snow, you never know how many inches you are going to get or how long it's going to last. Among men, sex sometimes results in intimacy; among women, intimacy sometimes results in sex. The price of shallow sex may be a corresponding loss of capacity for deep love. The main thing to remember is that making love is at once the silliest and the most sacred act humans can perform. Sex divorced from love is the thief of personal dignity. Sex, the pleasure is momentary, the position ridiculous, and the expense damnable. Few women inspire tenderness after sex, few men have the courtesy to fake it. When the male organ of a man is erect, 2/3 of his intellect go away. And 1/3 of his religion. It is sexual energy which governs the structure of human feeling and thinking. The best deals and best sex happens outside of boundaries. The tragedy is when you've got sex in the head instead of down where it belongs. It's love that is inescapable. Sex is merest accident. Sex pleasure in women is a kind of magic spell, it demands complete abandon. If words or movements oppose the magic of caresses, the spell is broken. When a woman reaches orgasm with a man, she is only collaborating with the patriarchal system, eroticizing her own oppression. After making love, the first to speak says something stupid. Sex is just another form of talk, where you act words instead of saying them. Sex between a man and a woman can be wonderful, provided you can get between the right man and the right woman. The deepest moments of intimacy occur when you are not talking. Sex is about the quality of your entire love life, not the intricate alignment of your bodies. Passionate sex is great. A passionate marriage filled with passionate sex, so much better. Sexual intimacy is a continuing process of discovery. Intimacy is the capacity to be rather weird with someone and finding that's okay with them. A good sexual relationship is built on emotional intimacy and closeness. It is not sex that gives the pleasure, but the lover. Some things are better than sex, and some are worse, but there's nothing exactly like it. Sex, whatever else it is an athletic skill. The more you practice, the more you can, the more you want to, the more you enjoy it, the less it tires you. Getting married is easy, having sex is easier, but finding someone who can stimulate your mind and make love to your soul, that is rare. Sex is always about emotions. Good sex is about free emotion, bad sex is about blocked emotions. I believe that sex is one of the most beautiful, natural, wholesome things that money can buy. Science is like sex, sometimes something useful comes out, but that is not the reason we are doing it. When sex involves all the senses intensely, it can be like a mystical experience. Love is the answer, but while you are waiting for the answer, sex raises some pretty good questions. Sex is the most fun you can have without laughing. Sex without love is as hollow and ridiculous as love without sex. But when a woman decides to sleep with a man, there is no wall she will not scale, no fortress she will not destroy, no moral consideration she will not ignore at its very root. For a woman, the best aphrodisiacs are words. The G-spot is in the ears. He who looks for it below here is wasting his time. Sex isn't good unless it means something. It doesn't necessarily need to mean love and it doesn't necessarily need to happen in a relationship, but it does need to mean intimacy and connection. Anyone who is observant, who discovers the person they have always dreamed of, knows that sexual energy comes into play before sex even takes place. The eyes are the most powerful tools a woman can have. With one look, she can relay the most intimate message. After the connection is made, words cease to exist.